Alright fellas, your boy be back on his bullshit. Today we'll be soloing Ryme, which is a double battle, so we need 2 Pokemon on level 1. Smeargle, holding a focus sash, with moveset of Icy Wind, Sash, Imprison, and Toxic. EVs, IVs, etc. do not matter in any capacity. And a Zangoose, theoretically it's better to have Power Trip on him, but we're going to learn it mid-fight anyways. With max speed and attack, and an attack boosting nature. The ability doesn't really matter all that much. Holding a Lucky Egg, although the Lucky Egg isn't strictly mandatory if you play careful. Here's how the strategy works, right? Oh, and I think I put the last 4 EVs in physical defense, but those aren't really relevant to the outcome. Here's how the strategy works. The only moves that Ryme has that can hurt a normal type are Icy Wind and Slash, and technically Sucker Punch, but that only has 5 PP, and that only goes off if you attack, so we can just wait until she runs out of Sucker Punch. And then, after we use Imprison to seal Icy Wind and Slash, she has no means of hurting a normal type Pokemon. This means that we only need to survive 1 turn. Zangoose will protect, and then set up a Vigility and Swords Dance, while Smeargle survives Icy Wind with Focus Sash, and then uses Imprison, making us invincible. Afterwards, Ryme will kind of just helplessly sit there as Toxic wears down the first 2 Pokemon. We're going to Tera Zangoose solely for the fact that it gives us a defense boost, which will allow us to more easily survive the unfortunate situation. Zangoose is capable of taking exactly 1 hit after that defense boost, which is all we really need, because the intention is for both of these Pokemon to die for Toxic. Banette goes down, and then Mimikyu goes down. We break this up with Shadow Claw. And then when Mimikyu goes down, we will learn Power Trip and win. It's a shockingly easy fight to solve. The only problem I'm running into currently is that, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Grusha. I can't solve Grusha. The problem with Grusha is that there's no one Pokemon on Grusha's team that you can be fully immune to. Theoretically, a Pokemon with Soundproof as the ability and the moves Imprison and Blizzard can be fully immune to Frostlass, because Bug Buzz is a sound move, it is therefore blocked by the ability Soundproof. No such Pokemon exists. Theoretically, you could also just survive 1 Blizzard on a Pokemon with Soundproof, use the move Spike to remove all the PP off a Blizzard, and then also be immune that way. This also doesn't work. So, in summary, there's no way to set up with level 1 against Grusha. I'm considering if there's any Rock-type Pokemon that can use Fear. Like there might be something with Aaron, because Rock does beat Ice. I don't think it's a particularly viable option. I'm going to dig a little deeper into Pokemon that get Endeavor. But it's not looking good, to say the least. My current strategy that I have planned for Grusha is, just the classic Drought Ninetales setup for the sweep. Spamming fucking Fire Blast. You guys remember the Chairman Rose battle? A lot like that. So I have a off-brand Dr. Pepper in the background. I've been trying to get a new job. Got a lot of phone calls to make tomorrow. Now we need to make absolutely sure that this goddamn Banette is out of Sucker Punches, because I attacked too early to break Mimikyu's substitute on a prior attempt, and you see, a funny little thing happens if you attack whilst it still has Sucker Punch, you fucking die. It's almost like the whole strat was based around slowing out Sucker Punch first or something, but yeah. Although, just to clarify some more information, Smeargle, its EVs don't matter. All that matters really is the Zangoose, which has max EVs and attack and speed and an adamant nature. Really not much else to say here. We're very, like, you could play this so much more optimally. It's just like there's no real need or reason to do so. Like, yeah, okay, I'll play more optimally and fucking, like, start the battle with Power Trip. What's it matter? It do not matter. It might remove some RNG and, like, timing the toxic turns right so they both go down at around the same time, but, like, I don't... In the words of that one kid meme with the kid scratching the back of his head, damn, I kinda don't care. Like, I really thought this battle would be, like, one of the hardest ones I would ever solve. But the fact of the matter is that it's quite the simple solution, all things considered. We're getting to the point where he's about to run out of, I think it's about time to start trying to land Toxic on Bennett. So we're going to just keep setting up the sword stances. We can't attack quite yet. But yeah, genuinely, you just learn Power Trip via leveling up mid-battle anyways, but it is technically optimal to start with Power Trip. The fact that I do not start with Power Trip is straight up a mistake, full stop. No ifs, ands, or buts, that was the wrong move. Also, that light screen is relevant solely for the fact that, it is the reason that... It's the reason that we're using a physical attacker over a special attacker. I think we're safe to attack now. If I'm mistaken, then that's my fuck up. So much else to say here aside from the time for the dunkening fast approaches. Even if you miss time the toxic a little bit on the Mimikyu, it doesn't particularly matter all that much because you can use a protect on Zangoose to stall an extra turn. So it's like, who cares? Like, it's just, this is just, oh, that was, did y'all see that? Did you see, like, the form, like, it stayed in, like, it's the sky form, like, a split second too long. Now we just wait. There's not much else to say here, aside from eat ass, I guess. I mean, the fuck else am I gonna do? Just, like... I guess we'll just attack the fuck with him? I mean, I got nothing better to do. This is... I'm gonna, like, keep Faircraft and Grusha. I'm gonna look into rock types like an Endeavor. That might be something. Potentially. Maybe. I fucking doubt it, man. Honestly, I've never fucked around with, like, attacking just to, like, speed up, try to, like, deal enough damage to speed up the effect of Toxic before. I don't particularly know if that is a wise strategy, but I've, like, this battle was just, it was not nearly as difficult as anticipated. Oh, wait, is this gonna give me a defense boost? That would actually help a lot. And it will boost power trick. I guess I didn't even account for that shit. There's physically nothing they can do to hurt me. Imprison is so good, man. It's about, like, Imprison by itself has made, like, 2 level 1 solutions go from seemingly impossible to free as a bird. Oh, Project Lowball. Oh, I love it. Excessive cheesing. If you can't tell, that was a terrible attempt at an impersonation of damn backslide. Damn backslide would get into politics given the chance you can't change my mind. Nice speed boost. Nice meme. But 2 times 0 is still 0. It doesn't matter if you attack first if you hit for 0 damage. If we're just gonna yap again about bullshit I probably shouldn't be saying in a YouTube video, I sometimes freeze in place and have muttering fit because of my post-traumatic stress disorder. This isn't a meme, this isn't a myth. I will freeze in place for a period of 10 to 15 seconds, and I will repeat the same phrase over and over again for the duration of the fit. The most common repeated phrases are, I have to protect people, or give him back. This latter is recently stopped due to progress I've made on working on my mental trauma, but it's not what I would describe as an enjoyable experience. If it's not Power Trip, I don't need it. Here comes the Houndstone. Luckily, Houndstone is not capable of killing us. Now, Smeargle is going to die here. No ifs, ands, or buts. Smeargle's dead. Right here, right now. He is a dead man walking. So we're just going to Shadow Call the Houndstone. Mimikyu is going to die. Houndstone is going to kill our Mimikyu. Our Smeargle. She's going to send out her Tera, and we're going to finish the job with Power Trip. See? And Smeargle and Mimikyu can't damage us until next turn because it did not account for imprison being removed this turn. Because the AI doesn't plan that far ahead. Light Screen will not help her. Mimikyu will die. Also, in case you're wondering, no, you don't need to hold the Lucky Egg to get enough experience. It's just funnier if you do. Toxtricity is her most damaged Pokemon because she's gonna Tera it, and that can fuck you up. Accuracy. We're just gonna Power Trip it immediately, and she's going to die. Theoretically, you could Tera normal most any Pokemon that has the ability to deal enough damage by setting up. You could probably do a stored power set if you timed it right with stalling out the light screen turns and having it end on the same turn you kill Mimikyu so it can't put it back up. But I just chose Zangoose as my attacker because it was a solid physical attacker, I got good Ghost and Dark moves, and I really like Zangoose because I played a ROM hack which had a thing was called Adventures Advanced. I wouldn't describe it as particularly great, but it's fun. It's like the kind of like cheesy but fun. I wouldn't exactly call it like some like masterpiece, but it's fun enough to like go through once. And the Pokemon you get was a special version of Zangoose that was also Steel type. And I remember quite liking that, and I've been really fond of Zangoose ever since. So I chose Zangoose as my attacker, and it just kind of worked. It just works. And that's 6 of the 8 gym leaders in Paldea solved at level 1. I'm already starting to theorycraft for the Elite Four and Professor Sada. Most of the Titans have self-explanatory solutions, so I'm not all that concerned about them. And that is a solved battle. You literally cannot improve it from here. Game balance is a fucking myth, made up by the bourgeois to sell more game guides. I'm sorry, I'm out of jokes. I'm going to go upload this video and then write bad fanfiction and call those job places tomorrow. I applied for a milkshake shop. I'm honestly hoping for that job because it seems pretty easy and I love ice cream and hopefully I'll get free ice cream. God, I fucking love milkshakes. But, you know, now is not the time for my dairy cravings. Have a great day.